Hi everyone, today I will talk about how to install Fortran compiler in your Windows system. We will also talk about how to install some IDE in your Windows system, as well as if you do not have any laptop, so how can you access and compile the Fortran. So basically Fortran is a programming language which is usually used in the scientific computing. So since every programming language is written in a different syntax and all, and it has some, it follows some grammar like we have in English. It follows some grammar, some set of rules. Similarly, the programming language also follows some set of rules. So for any programming language, uh, how the computer can understand what is written in that code. To couple the programming language with computer, we must have some intermediate mediator, like some interpreter which converts the programming language into the computer language. So the name of that mediator is called compiler. So we will start with the MingGW compiler, which is a Fortran compiler. So the link is given here. I will paste it in the description box after the compilation of video. So what you can do, you can go to this link and download this software. Okay. So you, after downloading this software, you will have this binary like MingGW get setup application 91 KB. Obviously this is a binary, not a full software. You have to install it, and then this console will appear. Just click install, continue. Since the system is already installed, since the software is already installed in my system, so it is just saying me to reinstall. So for you, for the freshers, you can just the installation button will appear here and you have to just hit install. So after installing, there will be something called MingGW installation package manager. Okay, so there will be some packages that will appear here. You have to select all the packages and click mark for installation. There will be 6 packages, I guess. So you have to click it. Let me tell you, because then there may be a problem after that. Let me tell you very clearly. So what I just did, I registered and hit install, continue, and I'm just reinstalling. So it will take just 1 to 2 minutes to download the Ming installation manager. Okay, continue, and this setup is there. The installation manager is there, and there is something called MingGW GCC Fortran bin. Okay, so I have already installed these file on my system, so that's why I have some non-blank things here, but in your system this will be blank. So you have to select all these program by this mark for installation, and by selecting all, then you can go to installation and mark apply changes. So when you click the apply changes, it will take I guess 5 to 10 minutes depending upon your internet connectivity. It will be downloaded in 5 to 10 minutes. So after that, what you have to do, you have to restart your computer, and and now you want to know whether it is installed correctly or not, you just go to G Fortran. Okay, so when you type G Fortran in your command prompt, you can see the computer recognized G Fortran and found a fatal error because there are. So what you have to do, you have to give some input file, then run this. So for this I go to my desktop and to this volume folder, and I have already created a Fortran program. I will just click it and open. So I have installed some programmers notepad text editor, which is an interactive text editor which shows me a color coding, and it is easy to write if we forgot something, like it differentiates between different part of program, like whether it is a uh, inbuilt syntax or not, like the blue sorry, the purple color coding is for what you want to display on the command window, and write read all the internal functions. So this the program can also be written in the simple notepad, but that is not interactive one, so I will recommend to use this. So I will also share the downloading link for this program. So I will already written this, so it is just a text editor, it will not compile anything. So I just hit save, and I am also want to tell you that there are several other compilers here. Okay, so this text editor supports different language, so you can write any desired language you want. So now this volume F95 is ready to compile. So I will just go here, and now G Fortran must have some syntax. Okay, what are that syntax? I've written there. So what you have to do, if I want to compile my program and build the executable file, I have to write this command. I will just copy this and paste it here. So the name of my file is vol. Okay, so I like this. So vol.f95 is not no such file or directory. Why this error is there? Because I am not in the same directory. From command prompt I should have the same directory. So I will just go to desktop, then cd vol. Okay, now I will just rerun my command. Now you can see there is a vol executable appeared in this folder. Now I want to compile it. If I just want to compile it, I can just write this syntax here, and now the program is compiled, there is no error. So let me just manually give some error. So I just deleted that star and I go to here. Again I run the same command and it shows okay, at this place there is some error. So again I went to my file, I rectified the error, I hit save, and again I just hit the command, and now everything is fine. Now what I want to do, I want to execute the program or run the program. So simple file name .exe, hit it, it is asking me to input the radius. I will just hit 4 and I have the value. Okay, the program is working fine. Now let me tell you about this syntax here. So vol.f95 is our program which we are compiling, and hyphen o is our syntax, and vol is our executable file. You can rename it, you can put any name you want, but the best practice is to give the same name as the Fortran file because it will be easier to distinguish. So so next is We have did this in the compiler. Now we will do the same thing with IDE. So I will just close it. So for our purpose, I will use this Genie IDE. So IDE is basically integrated development environment. It is used for any programming language. So why we use it, I will just tell you in a moment. So first of all, you have to download this Genie, and I have already downloaded. Sorry. So I have already downloaded it, and this is in my system, and I install it. The installation process is very simple. So you have to do one thing here, basically Genie is just an IDE. It is not a compiler. The compiler it used for compilation is GFortran. Okay, so we have to link GFortran to Genie. So what we will do, we will just after the installation of Genie, let us say I installed and I opened it, Genie. Okay, now it is empty. So I want to link my Genie with my compiler. So what I will do, I will just search environment, and you will see this edit the system environment variables. Then you will go to this environment variables. Then you have to go to path, and you can hit edit. What you have to do, you have to paste this path. You have to click new and then paste this path like this. So I already added this path, so there is no need to add it again. So I'm just deleting it. So you have to paste this path here and click OK, then OK. Now the Genie will automatically find this compiler. Okay, so this is the interactive console of Genie IDE. So what are the utilities, you will just know. And let me go to the same program. So I open wall.95. So you can see there is a color coding, which is very useful to debug, and we are not using any commands here like gfortran -o something like that. So there are just direct buttons like compile, build, execute. So I want to compile this program. So there are no error, compilation finished successfully. So again let me just get some tweak, and I deliberately created this and it shows me okay, there is a problem in the write statement. So I rectified it again. So now, so what it is doing, it is somehow calling gfortran automatically, and compilation is processed successfully. Now I have to hit execute. So when I hit execute, it all automatically create the executable file, and I will just go 4 enter, and the result is displayed. Okay, but why Genie? Because it is interactive one, the errors are shown here in a beautiful manner, and also the command window appear in the separate window. So the IDEs are always easy to use, because whenever you are going to write a program with a large length, with large computing techniques, such as when you solve the ordinary differential equation, or you are solving some scientific uh, equations, then you will eventually need a better uh, software to interact with your program, so that you can locate your error very easily. Okay, so this was all about Genie, how to use that, how to install and couple. Now I will talk about this. There are other softwares ID like FT95 Personal. You can also download that. And let me go to this. So this is a link to Silverfrost ID. So you can use it for personal use. Okay, and the link of the download is here. So I will share this link. Also, you can see, if we do not have Windows system or any laptop with us, how can we still do the programming, the Fortran programming? So there are also certain um, online compilers available. Like one is this onlinegb.com, and I have pasted the same code here. So I just hit run, and it will take some time depending upon your internet connections. So you can see, I have also there is a jdoodle.com Python compiler. I have pasted the same code here and I hit the execute button in interactive mode. Now it is asking me for input. I give 4. It will just take some time depending upon the internet connection. So maybe I need to reload my web page. Okay. So in the interactive mode, the program is changed, but still the program is simple. So I will just write my program here. Okay. So in the interactive mode, I hit execute. Just wait for some time. Okay, there is the input appeared. So I will just type 4 and enter. So the result is volume of sphere is equal to this. Okay. So the program is running in the interactive mode, and we have the output. Similarly, you can check, but you have to uh, see whether it runs for the heavy program or not. You have to see it yourself. And now I am again hitting reload. So online GDB is also an interactive online compiler, and you can see it has run this program hello world, and it is appeared here. You can also try with this volume. I will share this code with you. So this is another compiler. Next is, if you want to do it on your Android, you can do it on web browser, like using this online compilers, or you can use some applications like CC Tools. This is an Android app, basically a Fortran compiler. It also supports many languages. So you can just click here to download a APK, and it will load some binaries after that, Fortran binaries. Then you will be able to run your program, and it is very simple to use. Similarly, there is something called Code Compiler APK, and you can search it on Play Store on your mobile. I will share the screenshot with you. It is not appearing here. I will share the Google link with you. So that will be helpful for you. If you just have mobile, you will be able to run the program. So this was all about from my side. If you have any query, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you.